team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. We have two teams both ranked in the top 6 and both with high expectations as they prepare to square off. It's the Cougars and the Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Look out! Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Drake. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Henderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Rush right in his face. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 91, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Drake. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Drake. There he goes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The give to the back. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Catch in the middle, it's straight. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Running inside, it's Rodgers.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back open in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the back. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. RPO. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw again. On the move. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He's changing the play. They'll go with Baxter. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Right side, it's Bowman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, man. I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Handoff, Baxter running left.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're all over him. He's knocked down. Short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Buying time to his right. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Drake. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
One more snap coming before halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Drake. Inside the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Clemson Tigers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivory. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Working the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
On third down, here's Baxter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Baxter. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Right side, it's Miller. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Wide receiver comes in motion. Changing the routes with his receiver. They'll run it with Baxter. And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From deep, it's Drake. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Henderson. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. This quarterback, part of their running game. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Drops back on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number one beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming. He uncorks one deep. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To throw, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, it's Townsend. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Churns into the pile. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
what a spectacular layout and catch.
By the receiver. Gain of 20. That's a first down for the offense.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Right side, it's Rodgers. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Booster, booster. Go, go. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Now on the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Flush to the left. Got rid of it just in time. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Sees an alley. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Left side, it's Bowman. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. just this side of midfield. The defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll give it to Baxter. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Henderson. Under pressure. Looking long. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff.